In the immediate aftermath of the flames and fury, a different kind of violence began. One waged with ink and silence. As the smoke cleared over what was once Greenwood, city officials launched a systematic campaign of erasure. Official documents were stamped with heavy black redactions, concealing the true death toll and the scope of the city-sanctioned destruction. Newspaper articles that chronicled the horror were meticulously excised from public archives, vanishing as if they had never been printed. On public platforms, officials delivered carefully worded denials, downplaying the massacre as a mere riot and dismissing the organized nature of the assault. It was a concerted, deliberate effort to bury the truth, to scrub the memory of a thriving Black community from the pages of American history, ensuring that future generations would inherit a sanitized, incomplete version of the past. Out of the smoldering rubble rose a testament to human fortitude. The survivors of Greenwood, stripped of their homes, businesses, and worldly possessions, did not wait for aid that would never arrive. With no insurance payouts to claim and no official assistance offered, they began the arduous task of rebuilding their lives from scratch. Amidst the debris, they searched desperately for missing family members, clinging to hope in the face of unimaginable loss. The community's spirit, though battered, was not broken. Tents and makeshift shelters became the new storefronts and homes, hubs of mutual support where neighbors helped neighbors. In this landscape of devastation, the people of Greenwood demonstrated a profound resilience, laying the first stones of recovery with their own hands, a quiet but powerful defiance against those who sought to destroy them completely. For decades, an official, suffocating silence descended upon the story of Greenwood. The massacre became a ghost, a painful memory passed down in hushed tones behind closed doors, a secret history shared from one generation to the next within Black families. While the nation moved through the mid-20th century, the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, mainstream history books remained silent. The story of a prosperous Black district annihilated in a wave of racial hatred was absent from classrooms and public discourse. Fading photographs and the quiet, somber recollections of elders were the only archives that kept the truth alive. This extended period of silence was a second burial, an attempt to entomb the memory of Black Wall Street forever. The turn of the century, however, brought a seismic shift. The carefully guarded silence began to fracture as whispers grew into a demand for truth and accountability. In 1997, the Oklahoma Commission to study the Tulsa race riot of 1921 was formed, a pivotal moment in the long journey toward acknowledgement. The world watched as historians and researchers pored over long-forgotten documents, piecing together the narrative that had been so deliberately torn apart. Archaeologists began the grim, necessary work of excavating suspected sites, searching for the unmarked mass graves that had been the subject of oral histories for decades. The earth itself was being asked to give up its secrets, as the quest for truth moved from hushed family stories to a formal public investigation. Today, the legacy of Greenwood is not one of silence, but of powerful, enduring remembrance. The physical and spiritual descendants of Black Wall Street have reclaimed their narrative. Modern landmarks like the John Hope Franklin Reconciliation Park and the Greenwood Rising History Center stand as permanent educational monuments, ensuring the story is told with unflinching honesty. In these spaces and in the streets of modern-day Tulsa, the fight for justice continues. The faces of living descendants, community activists, and allies gathered at memorial events are a living symbol of Greenwood's unyielding spirit. They honor the past not just with memorials, but with a renewed commitment to justice, proving that while Black Wall Street was destroyed, its legacy of resilience, entrepreneurship, and community could never be extinguished.